Good evening. Welcome to Options Tenor. It is Sunday, 7:31, the end of July. We made it. We're getting ready to start a new month, new candle, new trades. Let's go. So we have wheat. We're going to do a bonus video here. We usually do these type of plays. This is a long-term play for our IRA. If you want to follow my IRA, my wife's and I's IRA, it is in the Patreon. It's $10 a month. We do trade alerts with sometimes charts, but mostly just a text to you, give an alert with a stop, and then some targets. Okay, so here we are on wheat. We're looking for a large cycle to the upside for commodities, and wheat is one of the favorite pullbacks here. Looks really good. So just check this out. Can we? All right, sorry about that. Kids were yelling and screaming. Had to pause for a second. We have on the monthly. We're going to start off with wheat on the monthly time frame and head down, and we're going to check out the Elliott wave count that we have started. It's going to be a very basic, simple charting analysis. We have not tracked wheat for a very long time. It's just been in a down cycle, and it showed some life along with the Russian whatever news came out. It's just part of the charts. I'm a chartist, not a fundamentalist. And I think this was the first start, the peak of I should say the trough of everything that's been going down for commodities, and we peaked for a possible wave one into wave two. But let's go ahead and with traditional style technical analysis here, we have on the monthly time frame massive move to the upside, and you can see this is just on the monthly, just completely demolished wheat down here to about a little less than the $5 area. A big move with the catalysts and the news up to about 1250, and we have a perfect pullback to once resistance, now support, and that coincides with the 20-month simple and the 100-month simple. So we have to start to build this area here, solidify a little bit, and then we'll be on a if we hold this area, we'll be on a massive move to the upside for a wave three. Now, I do understand there's two counts you can have here. This could be just a very big corrective move. This could be an A, B, and we'll get into that in the Elliott wave. And heading higher as a corrective wave, but I think we're gonna treat it like a new bullish market here. So on the weekly or on the monthly, the MACD just heading straight up. We're well into bull territory now. Now we could see a little bit of correction and moves a little bit less straight, but moves to the side and much higher. But until now, we're still headed to the upside. Look at all those green bars in histogram. And on the RSI, you see the massive bullish divergence here started to work its way up and then and started to move quickly and came right back to this support area here. Perhaps we come down to the 50 line. That would not be unusual for a deep retracement for a wave two. Let's go to the weekly. On this weekly chart, we just kind of show a different angle here. We have a trend line that we came right back to and started bouncing off of. We do still have that support area right around, if you look on the weekly, it's around that $8 to $8.25 area, but we're holding that for now. It does look like we have a three-wave move complete. Now let's see what happens if we start to firm up and start to move to the upside. Now looking at the MACD, we'll have to firm this up as well. You see we're hitting on support along with the zero line, but this yellow line has to start moving to the upside, or else if we continue down there, then it was maybe just a nice big bearish correction and then heading lower. All right, and then on the RSI, we have a three-wave move down here past that initial support there, but we're right below, we're right down to where about in a bullish market, you don't get underneath the 40 on the RSI on the weekly very often. So we have a change of character here. If you look in the past, you don't get much past the 60 um, area in a bearish market. Okay, so we talked about that in the weekend video for the SPX, as a matter of fact, for the ES futures, that we're now in a different character, and it's going to be exact opposite of commodities. So we should be tapping near the 60 area on the, and then we change characters, and now we're actually getting into the deep oversold or overbought area, and now we're coming back. But now we should hold above, we shouldn't go much further than 40 to 35, and we should hold above there as we oscillate and make higher highs and higher lows into a bull market. So that's, if we could just hold in these areas around 40, that should be very telling of what kind of market we are, especially in these long-term charts for the weekly. So we're right at that pinnacle. We're at a great setup. We start moving down from here. You can take your losses and look beyond. But if you get in here, we accumulate a lot of shares of some of these commodities, and we do think that it's going to be in a quite a cycle coming up. Not really good for the economy, but yeah, we're good for a trader. Going down to the daily, trend is our friend. We could start kind of moving sideways here as we start to firm up our our charts, and maybe it looks like a triangle, maybe it is a B wave triangle, but right now it does look like, I'm not going to get into this count. There's a 1, 2, 3, somewhere 4 or 5 up in here for a possible. It's just really, really tedious there. So for a 1, and then this 3-wave correction, we have an A here, a B here, and a C here. It looks like a 5-wave move, complete, or at least almost complete. If we have one more move to the downside, I'll just buy a little bit more. So on the MACD, we had that on the daily divergence, bullish divergence, and we are still in the downtrend, but it looks like we're trying to work our way to the upside. Let's see if we can get past that. And on the RSI, just like if you've been looking at the Nasdaq and the SPX, this downtrend was is pretty deep, and it started off with the RSI peaking above the downtrend, and now we are accumulating some strength here, and then the momentum should show a little bit after as price starts to move to the upside. So looking real good on the daily portion. On the weekly, on the monthly, it looks like we are at or near a bottom for a corrective wave 2, and we should start a much larger wave to the upside. Now, if we're talking in Elliott wave terms, I'm going to have to be on the weekly because it moves, the volatility is so crazy. You see how big this move was here. Well, we came right back to perfect 618% retracement for your typical golden retracement for a 1-2 setup, and now we could start to get another 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and again start to build that momentum, and then really start to charge forward to finish off the wave 3. At minimum, we're looking for around that 20.75 area, $20.75 for the 618 target. That's from if you take your Fibonacci extension tool from the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1, all the way to the bottom of, assuming this is the bottom of wave 2, then a 1618 is a typical Fibonacci extension. Now, it doesn't mean that wave 3 is gonna end here. It could end at the 261.8 extension. We'll see how many 1-2 1-2s we get in here, or if we just start to really climb fast. Okay. All right. So we'll continue to monitor wheat. If you want to join our Patreon, then you can get all of the trade alerts. They are not often. I will tell you that now. They're not very often. They're within weeks and months of getting new trade alerts because we hold on to these positions. These are not fast get in, get out positions here, but we will be holding on to this wheat and making money along the way. And hopefully you join us there. So thanks for joining us here at Options Tenor. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend.